This is Anatomy of Success, and I'm your host, Steve Wohlenhaus. This week, to be true to our promises and honor our word, 5 things are important. Let's get started. Welcome to Anatomy of Success. Each week we get together and we talk about my 4 tenets of equanimity, which are better health, healthy relationships, healthy intimate relationships, and more satisfying work. When we move through life, we focus on things we can control, and life gets exponentially better. And I truly believe that because I've practiced that for decades. Let's subscribe, if you would please, to our YouTube channel, and then find our audio podcast and tag along there as well. Take us on the go. Head over to weatherology.com and try the Weatherology mobile app. It is free. You can find me under About Us at the top of that page. We can get together and connect on social media. Many of us have experienced the disappointment associated with broken promises. It's happened to me plenty of times. Parents, friends, partners, or business associates that fail to keep a promise can leave us feeling wounded and highly suspicious about believing anyone in the future that makes bold assertions about following through on their so-called commitments. The result is the same. We lose trust, and that adversely affects our perception of people and creates trepidation about future opportunities and relationships. Being too guarded can prevent experiencing the love we deserve, the relationships we desire, and the success that creates professional satisfaction. People break promises for a myriad of reasons. Some are malicious and intentionally mislead people for personal gain. Other people make broken promises as a product of insecurity, romantic euphoria, overly eager ambitions, or subtle patterns that have become involuntary. Many people are passive, aggressive, and enthusiastically embrace another person's emotional energy. They endorse our dreams and make empty promises as a product of destructive patterns that become habitual for them. Other people are overly confident in their own capabilities. They create a false reality based on embellishments that distort their ability to perform. Every entrepreneur is eager to start that business. Most are woefully and ill-equipped to manage the challenges. So they make grand promises to future investors based on the hope of securing financing, but really lack what's required to build that profitable company. Some people just fear saying no, so they make promises to avoid the discomfort of being honest and lack the assertiveness necessary to establish firm boundaries. Regardless, breaking promises is a bad habit that prevents people from reaching their true potential, and it ruptures relationships along the way. Here are 5 things we can do to ensure we are better about keeping our promises. Consider, before we make a promise, let's carefully contemplate the implications. Let's make sure we can honor our commitment and consider the consequences. If it's something we can't do, let's say no. You may lose a business prospect or create some bad feelings. However, it's better than getting in way over our head and suffering the ramifications of remorse, regret, and ruptured relationships. Consummate. Many business people make verbal agreements because they fear asking for what they deserve or trust the other party will honor their obligations. This is business, folks, and flimsy agreements have no place here. Let's get our commitments in writing. If someone hesitates to sign a written agreement, that's a bad sign. Spelling out expectations is common protocol in business, and it makes sense. And it solidifies each party's promises and commitments. Consistency. Many people overlook the importance of honoring small obligations. We don't take our kid to the park because we got distracted with work. It's easy to overlook the importance of fulfilling those small promises we make. When we do, we set a precedent and send a clear signal in the process. People can depend on us to honor small promises, and they can trust we'll honor the big ones as well. Complete. It's easy to rationalize avoiding promises we prefer not to keep. I had a friend that would always make plans, then cancel at the last minute. We need to contemplate each promise and refuse the ones we prefer not to make, but honor the ones we do. Every little promise impacts our relationships and creates trust, respect, and credibility. Relationships that matter most require satisfying our promises. Incidentally, that friend has been out of the picture for a long time. Continuity. When we develop a pattern of honoring our obligations, we expect the same from other people. We refuse to surround ourselves with individuals that can't keep their word and sever relationships with people who are unreliable. It makes life better and helps us forge stronger connections with quality people that understand the importance of keeping their promises. Broken promises leave a trail of broken hearts and ruptured relationships and fractured business alliances. I'm telling you, we got to get better about honoring our promises. I prefer making commitments because promises are so easy to make and so hard to honor. So let's focus on honoring our promises, our commitments. And if you have some tips on why that makes sense and what you've learned, share your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next week, I'm Steve Wohlenhaus. This is Anatomy of Success. Let's stay focused, let's stay positive, and let's stay optimistic.